All right, my name is Gael. I'm very excited to be there. We are going to talk about AI and how to apply it in your job search. So, a little bit about me. I am the owner of a cybersecurity firm that help organization put in place cybersecurity control to protect um, their organization against cybersecurity attack. So the name of my company is Passivra. But today, I'm just going to be helping you use this amazing tool called AI and how to use it on your career search, your job search, and how to enhance or improve your maybe your LinkedIn profile, your resume, etc. So this is what we are going to see today: the art of prompting, because this is definitely an art. AI for interview prep, AI for professional and everyday writing, and we are going to see lastly the safe and responsible use of AI. So before we get started, AI is a tool. There is multiple AI tool. Um, Many of us have used ChatGPT, and there is also Cloud, and there is Gemini. So, any which AI tool have you used already in the past? Gemini. And Microsoft Copilot. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
It's one called Magic School AI.
Magic School AI. I never heard of that one.
It's education based for like teachers and things like what do you call it, like planning, lesson planning and things like that.
So, as you know already, AI can do a lot of things. So, when you use AI, the text that you type in the search bar in the field, it's called prompt. So it's definitely an art to know how to prompt. Now, right now, there are literally job title called prompt engineer, because the result of what you are going to get, it's based on how good your prompt is. So the prompt is basically this part of the command where you type in generate an image of a cartoon for me, or rephrase this and so and so. So this part in the search in the field, in the empty field where you type in your command or your request to the AI, it's called prompt. Now, I'm defining prompt because everything you do with AI is based on your prompt. So refining your prompting skills is very crucial. Now, if you say, for example, tell me a story, right? If I tell you, tell me a story, what do you have in mind? Multiple things can pop up in your mind, because the AI, you need to see it as a very smart robot. So the AI has a lot of knowledge. So you need to be very accurate and concise on what exactly you want. Because if you say, tell me a story, then you may want to be more specific, because this prompt, tell me a story, is not specific enough, because AI could give you so many type of story. Do you want it to be sci-fi, science fiction? Do you want the story to be a drama? What is the audience of the story? Is it for kids? Is it for young adult? Is it for adult? So a better prompt, instead of tell me a story, would be, for example, tell me a funny story about a superhero dog. Now, you can see there is some keyword here, for example, funny. Instead of funny, you could be, tell me a scary story. So all of these are extremely important and matters on what type of output you're going to get. So feel free to interrupt me at any time. If you have a question, just raise your hand. Now, I just explained how prompting is very important. It's so important that now organization want to hire a prompt engineer. A prompt engineer would be this person that has very high skill on how to query, how to write a command in the AI tool to have the accurate answer. For example, if you want to generate a specific image or picture, depending on how you prompt the AI, your picture will have a different result. So it's very important to give much information possible, and we are going to see two key information that you need to have. For example, here we see a funny story. This is a first characteristic about a superhero dog. Now, having a context in your prompt is fundamental. For example, I can say, tell me what to speak about AI. For instance, I'm coming here to do this talk, and then I'm asking the AI tool, let's say ChatGPT, tell me what to talk about. This is very vague. A good command or a good prompt will be, I will be at a non-profit organization. So the tool AI will know the context. What is the audience? I mentioned that the audience is adults that are looking for job in Omaha, Nebraska. Now, based on this, the AI will be able to give me accurate result. Now, for example, if you ask AI, explain me fractions, AI will explain you fraction based on all the knowledge that they have. Because AI is what they do. The AI tool is going to gather a bunch of information from the huge knowledge of the internet and then give it back to you based on what you ask. Now, if I say, instead of explain fraction to me, I say, explain fraction to a 9-year-old using pizza as an example. I love to do that. Whenever I'm speaking to an AI tool, especially as a teacher, I always say, explain it to me like I was a 3-year-old kid, a 5-year-old kid. So you can explain me very basic word. You can say, explain it to me very user-friendly, as a lawyer, as a specific type of person. So the context in prompting, it means to give any type of background information, your context, your specific situation about your life or your professional life. The parameters are very important because it will tell the AI things like who the answer is, how detailed it should be, and what is the ultimate goal. Because when you say explain fraction versus explain fraction to a 9-year-old using pizza as an example, it's two completely different results that you're going to get. Because now the AI, what it's going to do, is going to tone down the level of explication and use more user-friendly word so you can understand it better. And it's going to use the fraction, explain you the fraction using pizza as an example. So when you're prompting, when you're doing the query to AI, first thing to have in mind is the context. Give as much as information based on your current situation. The second thing is the persona. Recently, I was in a situation where I needed legal advice. So when I went to the AI tool, to ChatGPT, I said, you are my lawyer. This is the first thing that I did. So basically, the AI tool is going to act as it was a lawyer. Or if you want some medical advice, you want to know how to drive stick shift car, for example, you can ask the AI to be a teacher. Now, when the AI tool is going to answer you, it's going to use legal word if it's acting as a lawyer, and based on that, you are going to see a different result. For example, instead of saying explain planets, I'm going to say act like a friendly science teacher. Here we can see two keywords. The first one is friendly. If you remove friendly from the prompt, you're going to get another answer. By saying friendly, the AI tool is going to use words that are very familiar and common to everyone instead of using very scientific terms. But if you want to have scientific term, you can say act as a scientific, a researcher in a lab. Now, by saying friendly science teacher, you're going to have the AI impersonate a teacher explaining to a kid very friendly and explain planet to a kid. So you're not saying explain planet to an adult, you're saying explain planet to a kid. So if you try this prompt on the tool, you're going to see a result very kid oriented. It's going to explain it as it was a teacher in a tone with word that any kid will understand. So in your case, you can say act as a lawyer, as a career coach, act as a recruiter, act as a resume reviewer, act as a recruiter, and give me some feedback about my resume. Now the AI tool is going to scan your entire resume once you upload it and give you some feedback as if it was a recruiter. Now, I would like to invite you to open your resume and go on the browser that you would like, Microsoft Edge, Google, Firefox, and go to your favorite AI tool. You can use Gemini, ChatGPT, or Cloud. Me, I'm going to use Gemini, but it doesn't matter because we are going to do some interaction and make sure that this workshop is as practical as possible. So, before we do that, these are the very 5 things that are important. Yes, we are going to practice. Yes, we are going to talk about AI. But if you don't understand that these 5 things are the key to maximize the answer that the AI is going to give you, then you'll never get the perfect result that you want. The first thing is persona. Ask the AI tool to take a role. You can tell the AI to take a specific role. Act as a project manager. Act as my school advisor. Once the AI has this persona, the answer is going to be different because you will ask him to be a school advisor. Second, the objective. This is what we do every day. We find this paragraph. Review this email that I'm going to send to my manager. So that's the goal, the objective. The next thing is the audience. Specify who it is for. If I were to come here, like I was saying earlier, and to give this specific presentation, I would need to do a prompt different if I were to go to elementary school or to give it to a high school audience, because here I'm doing a talk about AI with adults that are looking for jobs. So you need to specify the audience. In your case, if you're looking for a specific job, you can say right now, I am a receptionist at a fast food restaurant. So that's you. Give the AI your current situation, and you will now mention the context. What does the tool need to know? The context is, I'm trying to be a project manager. What are the transferable skills that I can use from my current job, which is a secretary at a fast food restaurant, to become a project manager? So you tell the persona, act as a recruiter. The objective, the goal is to be a project manager. The audience is yourself in this case, or if you are doing a recipe, you're cooking a cake. You want to cook the cake for your coworkers or for a bunch of kids. The audience is who is going to get the thing that you're trying to do. The context, very important. That's key. The context is what is the situation you are in right now. And lastly, boundaries. You can set your own direction and limitation. Maybe you don't want, maybe if you're cooking a cake and then you say you don't want to have spices in it, you don't want alcohol in it, or you don't want a specific result. Let's say you are asking for legal advice and you put the boundary, you say, I don't want to do anything that is against the law. That's the boundary. But if you were to forget everything I just said, which is the 5 key elements, at least every time you're doing a query, always remember these 2 things. The persona, very important. Tell the AI how you want him to act, and the context. At least these 2 things. Right? Question, yes.
So the persona is basically you just talking to the computer, right?
No, you're telling the computer who you want him to impersonate.
No, I know. So you said be like, I'm a 5th grade teacher and I need to explain how to do fractions.
No, that's you. But the persona is who you want the AI tool to be, not you. For example, I am a computer engineer. That's what I studied. I have a bachelor degree in computer science. Mm-hmm. I want to have advice on a pain that I'm randomly feeling in my back. I am a computer engineer, but when I'm typing to the AI tool, I'm going to say, act as my primary care doctor. I am feeling back pain in my lower back. What could be the reason? Mm-hmm. So the persona here is the physician. Okay. The AI tool is acting as a physician to me, but I am a computer engineer. So the persona is what type of level of knowledge you would like the AI to have when he's answering you. You could say act as a lawyer, act as a teacher. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's not you.
Okay.
Got it? Mm-hmm. Question. We are going to practice. So before we move, is there any question? Yes. Oh, they don't work?
When you logged in, did you use that login, the password and everything?
Oh. Okay, someone is going to get to you. So, the persona and the context are the most 2 important things that you need to take into consideration when you're doing a prompt. That's why prompting is definitely an art. They talk about the art of prompting because it's literally a skill set that will help you get the most accurate and good information. So tip 1, give very clear instructions. Tip 2, provide the context. And tip 3, iterate and experiment. Now, if you want to open your browser, open your resume, we are going to try those together.
How are we supposed to do that? We don't got no working devices.
None of them are working.
Yeah, some of the computers are not.
Okay, well, in this case, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it myself and you can follow along. So what I can do, I'm gonna use my own resume and I'm gonna use an AI tool. I'm gonna use Google Gemini and we are going to follow together. In some case,
You say Google what?
So there is different type of AI tool. The most common one is ChatGPT, but there is also Gemini from Google. And there is another one called Cloud. There is another one from Microsoft called Copilot. So all of these are AI tools. So when I'm going to do that, if any one of you have your resume open in your phone, tell me, for example, what is your current, if you have a job currently, or if you want to transfer to a specific position, we are going to ask the AI tool how to do that. If anyone wants to be a volunteer, please raise your hand. So Here we write my resume for a. So this is what? That's not the persona. This is the context. Because I'm telling, for example, if you look at my resume here, you can see I am a, for example, system engineer, right? Oh.
You can't, yeah.
You can use ChatGPT if you want.
Whatever you prefer.
Okay, here we go. So, here, attention please. Guys, here, my resume here is I'm basically a system engineer, right? I can go to ChatGPT or Google and say, for example, you can go and say, rewrite my resume for, let's say I want to be now, instead of a system engineer, a project manager using ATS friendly word. So that's important. ATS, anyone know what does that mean? Some computers are not working. So if you're looking for a job, this word, you need to be very familiar with it. This stands for application tracking system. So any HR, human resources employee or recruiter, this is what they use on a daily basis. It's like their main database where everyone that are applying on a daily basis on the different job they have in the company, it's like a huge repository where they save all of everyone's resume. Now, here's the thing. Now, these ATS, they are becoming very smart. They have some AI in them, which allow them to filter. Or so when they say keyword, why is it important to have keyword on your resume? Why? Because when you apply for a specific job, what will happen, let's say you're looking for what job you're looking for?
I want to start a daycare.
A daycare. So let's say you're looking for a daycare agent. In your resume, they want to see kids, manage, caring. If you are a project manager, maybe they want to see follow-up or logistic. So keyword is word that are in your field of work very common. So the AI, the ATS, the application tracking system, every time you apply on a job, it will store your resume in the job, and the ATS will do a scan of your entire resume and try to find this keyword. So why is it important to have those keywords in your resume? It's because you want the ATS system not to filter out your resume. Because what will show up to the recruiter are mostly the one that have these keywords. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you type the application and you submit, you hit apply, what will happen if the ATS system doesn't see those keywords, then you're out of luck. So you can make sure that your resume have these keywords. For example, I'm going to copy this command and basically I can upload my resume here and then ask ChatGPT. So instead of uploading it, I'm just going to copy a part of it. Copy. And then I can say, I paste it. And then in front of it, I'm going to do, we write the following bullet points so it can be ATS friendly and have keywords for the job title, project management position. So here you can see this job description, these tasks that are in my resume are for another job. Remember, you want to transfer your skill set that you have right now to become a project manager. So I'm going to tell the AI to rewrite this and have keywords for a project management position. And then I'm going to hit enter. You can use whatever tool you want. So instead of having this now, it's giving me this, cross-functional leadership. These are key project management word. Audit project management, key project management word. Now, what I do, I'm going to copy gap analysis, project management. I'm going to copy these and paste it in my new resume. Understood? I'm giving an example from system engineer to project manager. You can be from driver. Let's say you're a daily truck driver. As a daily truck driver, there is some specific tasks you do on a daily basis. You are responsible for the maintenance of the car. You change the tire on a regular basis. You make sure that there is enough oil in the engine. You need to be careful on the road. All of these are considered as tasks that you do. Guess what? These tasks that you do on a daily basis as a driver can be transferred into a specific different role. Maybe you want to become a logistic manager. Now, the AI tool, what you do, you're going to feed the AI tool the job that you do right now and ask him to transfer reward these to be a logistic manager. So you have turned my job duties into impact-based bullet point. Anyone can tell me what is an impact-based bullet point? So instead of having like a regular bullet point, or for example, I clean, if you're a cleaner, I clean the desk of the office weekly. That's a regular task. Now, you want it to be impactful. The AI is going to reward it to ensure that everyone reading your resume is able to see what is the impact of you cleaning the table. Let's try that. You're going to see how having an impact is different. So my job is a cleaner at a law office. On a weekly basis, I clean the desk. I'm copying this. Turn my job duties into impact-based bullet point. So instead of listing I clean the office, it's going to show you what is cleaning the office has as a result to the organization in terms of impact. I hit enter. See? That's different. Operational excellence. Maintain a high standard professional environment for a high traffic law firm, ensuring 100% readiness for client consultation and executive proceeding. This is a cleaner job description now we're talking about here. You see how the wording is different? Now, anyone reading your resume can see the impact of the job you're doing, but you're actually doing a cleaning job, but the cleaning of the office has an end result. Now, the AI tool can help you reward that. So, you can also say, optimize my resume based on this job description. So you know how you go when you go on Indeed, on LinkedIn, the job has a specific job description, right? Mm-hmm. So what do? You need to copy the job description from Indeed, paste it into the AI, and say, optimize my resume based on this job description. So you're going to go to the tool. Here there is this. Oh, you're not seeing my screen. So here you see this little plus button. Whether it's ChatGPT or other tool, there is upload file. So you're going to upload your resume and say, optimize my resume based on this job description. So what the AI is going to do is going to analyze the job that you want to apply for and then do a comparison and try to match and give you another output of resume of description of tasks that you can put in your resume so you can have the higher chance of being called for an interview when you apply for this job. And another one. You're currently a truck driver. You want to become an administrative assistant. The prompt is going to be, identify transferable skills from my previous role that apply to this job. And when you say, don't say this job, by the way, that apply to Name the exact job title. Okay? Reframe my experience to match a new career path. So instead of saying a new career path, identify exactly the career path that you want and say, reframe my experience to match a new career as a administrative assistant. Translate my non-technical experience into professional skills. What do we call non-technical experience? So you can have great communication skills. You can have the art to manage different things at the same time. So all of these, you can ask ChatGPT or the AI tool you're using and to translate them into professional experience. And then when you use the result of the professional experience, you're going to copy it and paste it in your resume. Now, that one is very important. When you go to a job interview, it's very important that when they ask you what we call an open-ended question, like it's not a yes or no answer. When they ask you open-ended question, it's gonna start like this. Tell me about a time when ... Tell me about a time when you had to manage a difficult situation. Tell me about a time when you had a conflict with so and so. Tell me about a time where you didn't have enough money in your budget, but you had to deliver. Tell me about a time when you had a coworker disagreeing with you about the route you wanted to do, and you had a coworker that didn't agree with that. How did you manage that? So these questions are very hard to answer. Tell me about a time when ... What you need to do is use the STAR method. Anyone know about the STAR method? You do? Anyone? So what is the STAR method real quick? So when they ask you this question, right, you can be caught off guard. You didn't expect that question, and it's very hard to answer because what? You need to remind yourself of a specific situation that you may or may not have. So tell me about a time when you had a conflict with a coworker. Now, the STAR method is easy for you to answer. So the first step is the situation. Just provide detail of the specific event or situation. Share the context of the background. Yeah, we were working on this project. We were doing a party for the office, and then we needed to buy a cake, and then this coworker wanted a chocolate cake, and I wanted a vanilla cake, something like that. Now, you explain the situation, the task. Explain your responsibility in the situation. Yes, I was the logistic manager. I was the responsible, the driver. I was tasked to pick up the cake in the grocery and then to deliver it this way. So you need to ensure to explain what was your role. How were you involved in this specific situation? Next, the action. Describe what action you took. The skills, the initiative, the leadership. What did you do in the situation? And then lastly, what is the result? Now, ChatGPT can help you create a beautiful STAR answer. So before you go to the interview, ask ChatGPT to give you some example of STAR answer where you can explain the situation to ChatGPT and then ask ChatGPT, hey, generate a help me answer this question using the STAR method. Now, the recruiter or the interviewer is going to be amazed on how you answer because before the interview, you prepared with the STAR method. Now, what you did, you give the prompt to ChatGPT. ChatGPT, tell me this answer and with the STAR method. And then you study the answer, you make sure you master it so you can answer it properly with the STAR method at the interview. This one I like a lot. I use it every time. Generate common interview question for this persona, context, XYZ role. For instance, I am going for, what type of job are you looking for? Business? And you?
Probably saying, yeah, my own business.
Your own business?
Oh, for God's sakes.
Who's looking for a job? What type of job are you looking for? Tech? IT. So network engineer? Huh? Cybersecurity engineer. Good. Attention, please. So he's looking for a cybersecurity engineer. So what are we going to ask ChatGPT? Generate common interview question for a cybersecurity engineer job. So ChatGPT is going to give you a list of all the most common interview questions they ask for cybersecurity engineer. If you change a cybersecurity engineer and you say administrative assistant, they're going to give you most common question for administrative assistant. And all you have to do is read the question and then you can update the prompt. Once ChatGPT gives you the list of questions, now you do another query. Give me the most efficient answer to this question that you just gave me. He's going to give you the question and the answer. Now, all you have to do is to review the question and the answer and make sure that you master them so you can answer at the interview. Lastly, conduct a mock interview. ChatGPT can do a simulation of how you can interact with the interviewer. It can help you prepare by doing a mock interview with you. Again, more example of prompt. Improve the clarity and confidence of my interview answers. Simplify my answers for clearer communication. Help me practice explaining my experience out loud. So, if you're already working and you have a job, these are very interesting. So, you can ask ChatGPT before you send an email to rewrite this email to sound professional and polite. You can say, rewrite this email to be more concise. Rewrite this email to sound like more friendly. Rewrite this email for the email to sound urgent. You can say, rewrite this email with a bossy tone. It will rewrite the email with a bossy tone. Summarize this long document into key point. You can upload or copy paste an entire document to ChatGPT and ask it to do a summary of it with 5 point, 6 point, 10 point. It will give you in 5 point so you can go through the document quickly. Adjust the tone of this message to be executive level, right? Maybe you don't have excellent writing skills and you want to sound like an executive, you can do that. Now, this is something that recruiters like a lot. After an interview, and then you did great. So you can send a thank you note to the recruiter. ChatGPT or the AI tool can help you do that. The prompt is very simple. Write a follow-up email after the job interview, and you don't say a job interview because remember, persona and context. I just passed a job interview for XYZ project manager, system engineer, cybersecurity engineer job. And then write a thank you note or a follow-up email after the interview. Help me ask for feedback professionally. Rewrite this message to sound clearer and more respectful. So you can play with a note, an email, and ask ChatGPT to rewrite it in a specific way, a specific tone, more casual, more nicer, etc. Things you should not do. Do not share sensitive personal or professional data. I heard people are using AI tool as a therapist or as a counselor. Don't do that because the tool is going to always agree with you because it's trying to be compassionate. So it's a very bad idea, for example, to use, don't send any PII, personal identifiable information like social security number, email, or stuff like that. Any protected health information like your status about a specific disease or stuff like that. And don't share any confidential data from your organization. Once there was a software developer at Uber that was trying to fix a code for the application, and he pasted the entire software code into ChatGPT, which was very bad, and he got fired because what happened is anything you put into ChatGPT is public information. It's like posting it in the internet because ChatGPT has a database of everything that you post in it. So don't put any type of personal information or what we call IP. IP stands for intellectual property. Like the organization is developing a secret formula. For example, the formula of Coca-Cola, right? If a Coca-Cola employee were to put the formula of Coca-Cola into ChatGPT, and then the day after, if I ask ChatGPT, what is the formula of Coca-Cola? Right now, it will say, I don't have it. If someone else put the formula into ChatGPT, it will give me back the answer. So it's not like ChatGPT has your private information kept secretly. Do not treat AI output as absolute truth. Everything ChatGPT is giving you back, always double check it. Make sure that it is correct, because AI tool has something we call hallucination. What is an hallucination for AI is when he's trying to gather as much information on the internet, and then when he provides you the answer, the actual answer is not factual, is not correct. This is when AI has hallucinate. Do not automate a high-stake decision without oversight. So ChatGPT or any AI tool has the capacity to do very huge mathematical question or equation. So you can put an Excel file that can help you decide on what to do. But if it has a huge impact on your life, like a huge financial decision, you can do it, but make sure to review the answer, because you won't be able to blame ChatGPT for ruining your life. Do not use AI for plagiarism or deceptive practice. Obviously, that's for school. Do not treat AI as your personal therapist, obviously. Now, as a conclusion, AI is really amazing. It can help you save time, be more efficient, and be more productive. It can help you work faster and smarter, so you can use AI to create an email faster, create a report. I use AI a lot to do presentation. It could do documentation in minutes. Like you can, for example, create a report. Hey, here I just had a meeting. We talk about this and this. Create a nicely report about what I just talked in the meeting. ChatGPT or the AI tool will create a nicely report. And you can say, I used to say, make sure you export it to Word document or a PDF document, so I don't even have to copy paste it in Word. It will create the PDF document for me right away, and all I have to do is to click download, and the PDF report is already ready. It can help you learn new skills. AI can explain complex topics, create study plan, and act as a personal tutor for certification or new role. For example, you want to be a cybersecurity engineer, right? AI can help you study for the Security Plus, the Network Plus from CompTIA, the A Plus, or if you want to go to the networking world, the CCNA, the Cisco Certified Network Associate. It can help you create a study plan and understand what topic to study for the certification exam. It can improve job search and career growth. Obviously, all of you, I would assume everyone here has a LinkedIn profile, right? So with your LinkedIn profile, ChatGPT can help you improve it, because in the LinkedIn profile there is a bio section, right? Very important to fill that out. ChatGPT can help you write a very nice and appealing bio profile for your LinkedIn. It can help you with interview question, answers, even practice mock interview with you. It can optimize your resume, and the AI tool can think strategically. So AI tool can be like a partner to brainstorm ideas, solve problem, and make better decision. Even my own company name, ChatGPT helped me find my company name. ChatGPT helped me find a tagline for my company name. ChatGPT helped me create a business plan for my company. ChatGPT, any AI tool can do a lot, but you have to do the correct prompt. So you can do, like, it's just a matter of what your imagination can do. If you know how to do the art of prompting, create the proper prompt in the AI tool, you can create and do any amazing output as a document. But what's the most important is the art of prompting. If possible, make sure you refine your prompt. The prompt is the part where you ask the question. Refine it, update it, and make sure you put the persona in the context. That way, you can have the most accurate information for your resume and any type of document that you projects that you want the AI tool to help you with. So that's all I have for you today. If you have any question, please feel free to let me know.
Good job.
Thank you.